Spankey's Hot Topic Corner.
Hey everyone, I don't know if you can see me. Live. Make sure everything is live. Let me see how I'm sounding up here. Make sure y'all don't have an echo up in here.
You know, when I get up in the morning and I'm feeling kind of down, like most of us feel, sometimes you don't want to go into work. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with them crazy people you got to deal with. You know what I say? I have a song. Like to hear it? Here it go. You want to get all your frustrations out, all of that built up energy that's inside of you. So what you sing is, you gotta get up and sing this song. And then do what you sing. You gotta do your morning poopy. Your morning poopy releases all of that negative energy that's inside of you. It keeps you cleansed too. So here's how the song goes. Go like this. Do your morning poopy. Do your morning poopy. Everywhere you go, you should always know to do your morning poopy. Do your morning poopy. Sing along, poopy, sing along. Do your morning poopy. Everywhere you go, you should always know to do your
Welcome to Spankey's Hot Topic Corner.
Okay, guys, how you doing? I don't know why it's like this. I really had this set properly, but it seems to be showing this angle. Let me get that bigger. There we go. Okay. Guess I'm gonna be up there like that. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, there we go. It disappeared. We. Okay. So how you guys doing? I don't know why. Okay. It's a delay of some kind, I think. But anyway, y'all can hear me and everything is gravy on that end. So our topic for today is just self motivation. We're going to talk about being self motivated. If you have any comments, feel free to write them in there and let me know what your comments are, and then we'll go from there. Um, let's see. I did have a different. Just give me 1 minute, guys, real quick. Just getting in here. I got some jazz playing in the background. I don't think y'all can hear it, but it's going. Then you know how you got things set, and then what happens is it reverts back to something else. That's what's happening to me right now, you guys. So wait a minute. Let me get up here. Let me get out of there. Okay. So it is what it is. How are y'all doing this evening? I hope y'all are doing well. Get that out of there. That's just not working for me. I'm going to take that off there. Playing around here a little bit. So y'all tell me how your night's going if you're chiming in. I know people don't initially see me right away, but I come in, like I said, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday nights. So I am here faithfully for this Monday night live. Just as I promised. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So happy Monday to you. I hope all is well with everyone. I hope that everyone had a lovely weekend. And I hope that everyone was safe and had some relaxation. A lot of people now are on vacation. So, this is a great time for self motivation, which is what I'm talking about today, self motivation. I did not do a preempt to this live like I normally do on my pages or post on the story because I'm just going to chime in because I never know what might happen um, right before the live or if something comes up or something like that. So I did not do a preempt to advertise that I would be on live tonight. I just popped on. But I am going to talk about self motivation. And um, it's a topic that I've been, that's been running through my mind because sometimes, you be on the go and doing a lot of things. And sometimes, things come up and it distracts you. So you have to stay focused. So, me and my dad was talking about that this morning. So um, I'm really looking into that. Like, what I want to ask you guys is, how do you self motivate yourself? It's a lot of people out here who are attempting to take a leap of faith, go out and start their own businesses, and they don't know what direction to go in. They jump on the bandwagon. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." But sometimes they get so far ahead that they have to wind up pushing themselves back because they didn't take it step by step from what you needed originally. So sometimes when those setbacks come in, you you feel like you get discouraged, or you feel that things are not going your way the way you want them to. But you have to self motivate yourself sometimes. So that's what we're going to talk about. And sometimes I just have to just go into a shell sometimes, I really do. And I wind up kind of, taking it back and just restarting and refreshing. Um, and I just have to rest. I have to rest my mind. I have to refocus my mind and start over that way. So, if you chiming in, just let me know, what are some of the things that you do to get yourself motivated. Tell me, what helps you get going throughout the day, because we sometimes need that. Most of us may have partners. A lot of us have loved ones, or a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, and they really motivate you to keep going, or they support you emotionally, physically, monetarily, everything that you need. But when you're a person like me who's single and I don't have, you know, I I'm a motivator for a lot of other people. I have, of course, my family that motivates me, but sometimes we feel that that may not be enough. Sometimes we want more and things like that. So I am going through a process to help me better uh, rethink my way of trying to focus and not worry about those things, because sometimes that can cause setbacks and we can be our worst enemies at times. So, what I'm trying to do is try not to be my enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my enemy, me. Whatever that is, I don't know if I said it right, but you know how that is. So, um, so we have to motivate each other. And when I'm talking to my clients and my friends, I always try to motivate them and give them positivity when they're on a negative scale. Sometimes negativity does come into play, but how do we tackle it? Is do we tackle it head on, or do we just ignore it and let it go, or push it aside? I try to stay positive about everything. I try to look at everyone in a positive light. And even when I know that they are not positive people, or that they're trying to uplift you to bring you down. There's a lot of people that do that. They talk a good game, and then girl, they slam that whammy on your, that's my, they slam that, they pop it on you and say, no, no. I was just kidding, girl. You think what I was saying was real? No, it wasn't. And they just they made it up as they went. And then that motivation just gets turned into what? A cement, or you in a pit of quicksand or something like that, because they've messed with your head. They're playing the head game. So, you know, when you get those type of people in your life, you have to learn how to tackle that. And it's hard. It's hard to tackle the head game because they make you really think something's wrong, or you're not right or something like that. And really it's them. So, and that's how we have to look at it. We have to say, well, it's not me. I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. It's something that they're feeling and they're trying to reflect it on me. So, self motivation. For those of you who are, I'm really trying to get this. I'm doing some things while I'm talking to you because maybe it's this. Okay, but I don't want that. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. I am really trying to do this differently. Okay, let me go back to that. I don't know. Okay, hold on, guys. This is not the one I want. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all wait a minute. I gotta get this thing right. Oh, that's not what I want. See the tricks. You get it's a lot of tricks up here you gotta go through. This is not what I want. Oh, this is not how I had it set up before. What is this? Is that in this? Ugh, I don't want that either. Hold on, guys. Y'all might not see me for a minute. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Y'all gonna see me in a minute. Y'all might not see me at all. Just wait right there. I'm coming up. Uh, I just gotta find out what it is. So just 1 second. That's not it. Discard. I'm coming. I'm here, but I'm coming. I'm back. I think that's not what I want it to be. Restream. Um, Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to get this worked out. And sometimes you have to get it worked out live. It can't be done. So I'm trying to fix this window the way I had it before I came on live. And it is playing with me. Mm-hmm. Oh. What I just do? Something I'm not supposed to do. All right, I'm gonna just leave it like this tonight. But this is not how I wanted this to show. I had a different view that I wanted to show you guys, and it is not coming up for me. So mm-mm. um so that's what I'm talking about is you know how you self motivate yourself. For me, like I said, uh right now my methods aren't working enough. So I have to find other methods, and that's what I'm doing. So with that being said, sometimes we have to sit there and meditate and take time out during the week just to think and retrace our steps so that we can go get focused on what we want to do. It's hard, especially when you are running your business or you're trying to start a business, because it can sometimes get overwhelming. That's when you will talk to someone like me or some other people who have gone what you are now just starting to go through, that can help, help you focus that task and get you going. So that's what I'm talking about with the self motivation. And sometimes you have to do your morning poopy. That's the video I showed you um, just a while ago that came in before the intro. And what I mean is you have a lot to digest every day. And sometimes that stuff can be toxic. And sometimes you have to let it out. And that's when you do it in the morning before you head off to work or you head out to do your task or get started with your agendas for what you want to do with your businesses and stuff like that. So, that's what I meant by that. Sometimes you have to do that. And in the midst of the COVID and being shut in and everything, it gave me a lot of time to think. Now, being shut in was not unusual for me. It really wasn't because, before my parents moved back, I was alone forever. I was by myself forever. I was by myself in a big house by myself. I was by myself in an apartment or duplex by myself. I was by myself. So I've had friends that have come and stayed with me from time to time, but for the most part, I was mostly alone. So being alone and inside is not unusual for me. So it really did not affect me or my mood, because for the most part, when I was by myself anyway, I just go to the store to work and home, or to walk my dog when I had my dog. Rest his soul. He has passed on, but you know that would get me going. We go to the parks and stuff. I go walking and things like that. And things change, and when you move to different places and you're not used to a routine anymore that you used to have, you have to get adjusted to a whole new routine. And sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you just want to be in. You just want to be away from the crowds and stuff like that. Although I am a very social person, it's just that I prefer on my downtime or when I don't have to be bothered, just to be alone by myself, because that's the way it's been. Now, I don't always want to be alone. I'm just telling you, that's how it's been. Be it choice or no choice, that's how it's been. So, you know, you find things to do. You find ways to think. You find things to educate yourself and to occupy your time. And I learned a lot. I self-taught myself a lot of things. I was very interested in learning many different things, like with fish and fishing. And I had a big aquarium. And if y'all followed me on my main page, my personal page, you've seen where I've shown pictures of my tank. I had a big aquarium tank, basically, with a lot of fish, pacu. I can't even name the different types right now because I have a little brain freeze and stuff. And I had my little names for them: Diamond, Mystique. I had all different names for my fish, and my pacu got this big. I mean, really like this. It was real big, and and then when my fish passed on me, yes, they transitioned also. I cannot stand to see dead animals. Now, like I tell people, I can see dead people all day long. That's no problem, but I just cannot see a dead animal because it's just like it haunts me for some reason. I don't know why. It just does. So it creeps me out. So that's you know I just couldn't stand to see him up and and croak anymore, and so I just had to take the tank away. When I went to my new place, I didn't want another tank. Then I had a dog, and I said before it goes on its last leg, if it ever does, I cannot see that. I cannot be putting down my best friend. So I said I have to. I gave it a home because I was so occupied with work, and I gave him a place. I my groomer Nanette, she helped me find him a home of some parents that were familiar with his. They had other dogs that were at home workers, and they took very good care of him until his recent death this past year. So and I am thankful that I did not have to go through the actual watching him, you know, go down and stuff like that. I can't take it. I couldn't take it. I could barely take the news that he had passed, but to have to, because pets become a family too, right? So, I these were my pieces of my self motivation, and so they're not there anymore. So now I have to just motivate myself most of the time, or I got family, I got some close friends that'll do that too. But what really helps motivate you in getting your day started and having a positive outlook? Because a lot of people these days just go with the flow. They don't really give a crap. And their attitude about life in general is like, whatever. And it's sad. We want to bring people back to life. Bring them, come on. It's a gift. It's the greatest gift of all. So we want to cherish that. So let's motivate ourselves to do better, to encourage others and not tear people down. Um, it's really what it's all about. If you know people that just tear people down on a regular just because, I mean, what purpose does it serve? Really? What purpose is it serving? Yeah, for me, it's like that's a waste of time to make, just some people wake up every day aiming to make somebody else's day terrible. I mean, they take a thrill in it. And It's just sad. You have nothing better to do. So we need to try and focus on something motivational for ourselves. Because life is not promised. It really isn't. Life is not promised. And we don't know how long we have to go. But we do know we have some time. Every day that we wake up, we have a little bit more time. So every day a new day starts, it's another whole day. Sometimes I'm like a Rip Van Twinkle, and I like the. If y'all don't know what Rip Van Winkle is, you gonna have to look that up because I'm not gonna explain the story. But I'm a Rip Van Twinkle, and I would love to sleep the day away, and sometimes I do. I'll admit it. Sometimes I can sleep a whole day away. I'll come in and out of comas, self motivating comas. I'll come in and out of them, and it's it's just to relax. You gotta relax your mind, and there's no time limit on relaxing your mind. That's why they're trying to come out with these new things where they have these rooms at your jobs with beds in them. So when you take your break, you can go and actually go lay down and go to bed for about an hour. They're really coming up with this concept. And in some countries, that's what they do. They have where when you go on your lunch break, you can go to bed and take a nap. Mm-hmm. And then the alarm clock will wake you up and you can go back to getting your day going, because that's how stressful this world can be. That's how stressful everyday life is these days. And life should not be that stressful, to be honest with you. It just shouldn't be. But because there are things that are out of our control and things that are happening with other toxic people coming in and out, you can't control it. So, you know, they're even trying to bring the nap time back into the schools and stuff. I mean, not just for the little ones, but for all of them, where they get some type of rest period because it's needed. These kids are stressed out. These youth are stressed out. They're stressed out because they don't have as many outlets as they used to. I mean, count on your fingers how many skating rinks you really have in your Tri-City area. Count how many bowling alleys that are really active and going in your Tri-City area. And some are too far away for certain people to get to. You don't have them that much in the inner cities. So, little things like that. Okay, the theaters are opening back up, but how much really can you do at a theater but go get some popcorn, spend your money, and go sit down, watch the movie that you could watch on Prime or Netflix or whatever at home, but just to get out and enjoy that environment, right? So yeah, they have theaters. A lot of people like to go to theaters by themselves. Like me, I like to go with someone so that I can enjoy the ambiance, as they may say. We have Cinema Cafe here, and they have other what is it, eat-in theaters where you are. Um, I don't know what the names are, but those are nice to go out to also, but they are mainly set up for an adult environment. Teenagers want to do more than just go to a movie. They want to socialize. They want to go somewhere, and they're not old enough to be eligible to get in a club, so there's no clubs for them. And if they cannot make it to a bowling alley or a skating rink or some place like that, where do they go to socialize? And if some of them feel as if they're outcasts and they don't have a social network to rely on, who do they rely on if there's not a parent always at home, because the parent is working 4 and 5 jobs just to keep the food on the table? So where does this youth go? What does this youth think in their mind? And if all they see is violence, or if they get into violent video games, with gun shooting, gun toting, and all of this, where do they go? They don't even know the beginning of self motivation, do they? If they don't have the opportunity to do it. So, self motivation is not just for us adults, it's for the youth too. The youth have talent, the youth have skills, and why don't we try to mentor that in a positive way and not take advantage of them? Me and a friend was talking about the Britney Spears thing, and how she was taken advantage of. Let me tell you something. That goes back way back in the before the history of time, with actors, with young actors, actresses, artists, and everything like that. They were taking advantage of. The industry can be cruel. The industry is not your friend. The industry is a moneymaker, and you are just a part of that. The industry is not something that can be really kind when it comes to your reputation or what your talents are. Sometimes that could cause you to lose focus on your real talent and what self motivates you to keep going. And sometimes artists have to say, I just cannot do this. I'll do it another way, or I'll do it my way, the way I know, because this is what I love doing, and you're taking the fun out of it. Now, I'm going to use prime examples if you want me to. India Ari, Lauryn Hill. I'm serious. Let's go back to Prince, Michael Jackson, and so on and so forth. And sometimes you have to take a stand and say, I don't want all of this taking away from what my real motivation is, and what the message that I'm trying to get out. So, and sometimes it's too late. Sometimes they've succumbed to the industry, and that's it. And we've lost a great talent, a great person of many talents. And it's happened way back. Even, it's so many actors and actresses that I could go back and name that were just so that they were founders of this industry, and they were totally wiped out. You don't even know. Some of us at certain ages don't even really know who they are, which is why we should learn our history, which is why we should pay attention to what our history is. Who brought this to the forefront? Who gave you the opportunity to do what you're doing? So, self motivation. So, I think about these things a lot, and I think about what other people have to go through also. And I know that I'm not alone, but sometimes you just feel like you're alone. Sometimes you do feel alone. So, I'm talking to you about it. I'm saying that you're not alone and you're okay, and that we can work these things out together, right? Um, you just have to, you know, get on the spanky train. Get on the spanky train with me. We can ride this train together, the ups and downs, the ins and outs, and have a little fun. That's what I like to do. I like to have a little bit of fun in between, as you could see in my little poopy video. I mean, and some people may say, "Oh, that's so inappropriate. Oh, you went and did a song about the morning poopy." But my niece and nephew love it. I tell them, look, do your morning poopy. If you have attitudes throughout the day, if you are just a angry person on a regular basis during the day, when you get that morning poopy out, you will be okay. I think I think you'll be a better person for it. You get that morning poopy out. And every song I do or every little video I do is all for a reason. If you can look beyond the shallowness of your mind. You have to look at what's been said and what the point is. What is the point? Well, listen to the words. Listen to the words of the song. Listen to the words that I said before I sung the song. And then you can feel a lot better about it. Bloop bloop. I can't. I got too much gloss on my lips. So I can't do my pops like I want to pop. That's what I used to do that to little babies, and they love it. When I was working at a daycare, I used to do that, and the babies would be crying their butts off, and they didn't want to get that diaper changed. They'd be crying their butts off, and all I do is look them in the eye, and go, and then they'd be like, hmm, and they be trying to do it, and a couple of them did. They did. They learned it before they was 2. They learned how to. They be up there. That's that's how you do. Get them some self motivation to stop that crying and just be happy because y'all don't have nothing. The little babies don't have nothing to worry about. They get their diapers changed and their butts wiped, and all at the sake of them. They don't have to worry about anything in life. You know, they don't have to worry about getting a job or a paycheck. They can just run around carefree and enjoy life. That's what childhood is all about, isn't it? So, I think I have talked enough. I don't think anyone actually came on my live today, which is okay. I'm sure other people will see it later on. Everybody will retrack. And when you retrack, put in the comment and let me know how you feel about self motivation. Let's discuss. You can discuss in the comments. And then as we discuss, we can do another talk about it for those who want to be involved with it. And, you know, that's pretty much it for tonight. It'll be a different look next time. I don't know. This was not the look that I wanted for tonight, but it's okay. It sufficed and it did its due diligence. So check me out on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok. I do not tweet, so you won't find me on there, but you will find me on, like I said, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Bigo, and Pod Beam, and Spotify, and Twitch, Restream, Discord. You'll find me on a whole bunch of different sites and stuff like that under the Spanky name. So if you see Spanky One Shoes, Spanky Springs, that's me. You'll see my face somewhere up in there. And if you see my vehicle on the streets of Hampton Roads and you see that Spanky tag, you just give me a honk. I won't know who you are, but just give me a honk and let me know that you see that Spanky tag, okay? And I love you guys. Stay strong, stay safe, and let's self motivate, right? stay strong, stay safe, self motivate, and with love and blessings from Spanky, I have to say bye bye.